Okay, so this is what we did on Tuesday. We talked about Lamul Jalala. So 9 of you have raised your hands, meaning that you would like to take part in the main session. Now, Thursday, we're going to have a quick recap and then we'll do quiz. So listen carefully to the main lesson. Okay, but for now, we've got 2 minutes because, sorry, you couldn't hear our voices. A bit of a technical issue we had. All right, let's, okay, right, that's fine. I think Mrs. Shakir is now back. So she's got 2 minutes.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm here.
Much better, yes, we can hear you. So what I'll do is, Mrs. Shakir, we've got 1 minute. You can unmute a student and let's do at least 2 points and then we'll start. So I'll share my screen and you can grab a student for us.
Okay, all right. So, Assalamu alaikum, Zoya. How are you? Assalamu alaikum, Zoya. Hear me? I'm good. Can I ask you, Beta, can you read this in English?
Okay.
Can you read the quote?
We should endeavor. We should endeavor that not even a single person remains in our community who is not knowledgeable in the Holy Quran.
Okay, so we have here let's read the examples. When the fatah comes before the name of Allah, do you know how to read this? The thickness, yeah? Qala Allahu. Yeah, let's round our mouth. Qala Allahu. Nurullahu. Yeah, so before Allah's name we have the a fatah and a dhamma. That means and we can see it's the box is red, so that means it'd be read with the Tafkheem thickness, and we will elevate our lips, our mouth. But see, the box is green here. Here there's a kasra before Allah's name, so we say, you know how to read this one. Let's do this one.
Bismillah.
Yeah, so we don't elevate this one. It's just normal Bismillah. Okay, Jazakumullah, Zoya. Jazakumullah. Okay, so we know that the lam shaddad is Allah, where Allah's name, we've got this lam shaddad here and we can see Allah's name. We've got 2 alifs and then 2 lams and a half. We've got mushaddad on the middle one with the and we have we have to elongate. It comes before Allah's name. If there's a fatah or dhamma, we recite it with the theme. And if before Allah's name, if there's a kasra, then we recite it with Tarqeeq, which is thinness. And the rule is called lam jalala for the thickness, for the ones in the red, highlighted in red. So we should memorize these and make sure that we write these points down. And when you write things down, you learn them. Okay, it's coming up for time for tilawat. So we should ensure that we join classes on time. We should ensure that we don't eat and drink. We should be in full wudu. We should join at 10 to 6, which is 5:50 p.m. from Monday to Thursday. We should make sure that we bring a pen pencil to classes with our heads covered, sitting in a quiet place with good internet connection. Move around the house, find a good connection of internet. Where there's good connection, sit there. Tell people at home, I'm joining classes, so keep it quiet. Make sure you can bring a sip of water, but as I said, eat and drink before you come to classes. Stay till the end, dua. Yeah. Make sure that you check your student ID and class number now. And I also have to share something with you, but I'll share that later. I think we should just jump into the tilawat straight away. So MCA, would you like to take over?
Yes, Jazakumullah. I'm just going to get to the right slide. So Lahab was your hifz surah for the week. I hope you all have memorized. And to recite today, we have Aqib from room 13. Aqib, beta, are you ready?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. I was looking for you yesterday, but I believe it was today is your turn. Are you ready to recite?
Yes.
Okay, now, beta, you are under 7, aren't you?
Yes.
MashaAllah. Well done for giving your name and having the confidence to recite in front of nearly 100 students and teachers, mashallah. So good luck. Good luck. Recite slowly and take and stop here and here. I will put this in purple or different color. So everybody at home can recite after you at the end of each word. Start when you're ready, beta.
Yes.
Okay, start from Taus for me.
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Ma aghna anhu maluha minhu wa ma kasab. Sayasla naran zata lahab. Wamra'atuh hammalatal hatab. Fi jidiha hablum min masad.
Excellent. Jazakumullah ki beta, you done an amazing job. You're not even 7 yet, and mashallah, mashallah, beautiful recitation. And I hope all of you at home, my students, I hope all of you have been inspired by this young one to take part in the main lesson, especially my room 16 students. So we got under 7 who's taking part, mashallah. Well done, Akibeta. And I'll invite you again to the mic at the end of the lesson when you will come to recite the dua for us. Is that okay? Oh, Jazakumullah. Okay, where are you? I need to put you on mute now. Otherwise, my voice will be echoing in your devices. So let's see, where are you? Or better, you can just put yourself on mute for me. Jazakumullah. Okay, let's see what we're doing today then. So we're going to have a quick recap of what we've done this week. So listen carefully, make notes if you need to, and then we'll have a quiz. So do take part, and even teachers can take part in that quiz as well. Okay, so this week we revisited what we've done before, and that was that we've learned the 2 qualities or attributes of the letters of the Arabic alphabet. Okay, so there are 29 letters, and we say 28 because 2 of them have the same sound. Okay, Hamza and Alif make the same sound. Okay, so I said they have 2 qualities. The letters can be either Tafkheem or Tarqeeq. So what does Tafkheem mean? So this is the terminology for Nazirah level 2. You do need to know it because thickness or heaviness will not be used in the exam. The word Tafkheem and Tarqeeq will be used, so you need to know what it means. Okay, so I'll include this in your student handout as well. Tafkheem means thickness or heaviness. Letters with this quality are called mufakham, elevated, and we make the R sound. Basically, when you pronounce a thick sounding letter, you don't let the air out. You make the mouth rounder and say kha, instead of saying kha. And for light letters, I call them smiley letters because when we pronounce them, we let the air out and our lips move to the side as if we are smiling. For example, if I was to pronounce this as a light letter, I'll say ba. I won't say ba. Ba, ba. So what you need to do is stand in front of the mirror and see what happens to your mouth when you say ba and kha. So don't take my words for it when I tell you to make your mouth rounder and then you'll make this sound perfectly. You try it out. Say, okay, we've been told to make our mouth rounder. Does that really happen? Okay, try it out. So most letters are Tarqeeq. How do we know this? Because you should have by now memorized your mufakham letters. Raise your hands if you know how many permanently Tafkheem letters are there. I won't ask you to unmute, but I want to know how many of you know. Oh, here, I've given you the answer. 24. Let's aim for 50. 50 out of 100 would be 50%, right? So at least 50 of you should know your permanently Tafkheem letters and how many there are. 34. Come on, guys, we can do better than that. How are my C8 students? Oh, dear me. Come on, Lajna students, raise your hands. Bit shy. Okay, that's fine. And how about my C5 students? You're not raising your hands. And I know some of you know that they are, you know how many permanent Tafkheem letters there are, but you're not participating. We need you to take part in the main lesson. That just means raising your hand. It means you're listening to me. Okay. So here's the answer. 7 permanently Tafkheem letters, and they're Ha, Sad, Dad, Ta, Ra, Ghain, and Qaf. So you need to memorize these if you haven't memorized them, because if you don't know your thick sounding letters, you cannot pronounce them when you spot them in a word. And we said there are 3 conditionally Tafkheem letters. We don't have to worry about alif. As I said, you normally have a letter before it. It will be your alif madya. If a light letter appears before it, you naturally make this light ba. And if there's a thick sounding letters, that should be ha, you'll make this rounder by saying ha. We have learned the rules of these 2 letters, ra and lam. Okay, so we talked about lam and we said only the lam mushaddad in the name of Allah can be tafkheem. Okay, only the name, the mushaddad lam in the name of Allah. Any other lam in any other word cannot be tafkheem. All the other lams are always tarqeeq, and we've also learned about ra as well. Remember, I'm not saying ra, I'm saying ra. Okay, Mrs. Shakil gave you a lovely example yesterday saying raw vegetables. Yeah, okay, let's move on to the next slide. So what is Lamul Jalala? Lamul Jalala is the mushaddad lam, mushaddad lam in the name of Allah. Now then, if you notice in the name of Allah, you have altogether 3 lams, blank 1. And remember, Shadda represents double letter. First one is sakin, and the next one has harakat, whether it's a or u sound. Here it's going to have fatha. Okay, and it's followed by a mud letter or shbani. All right. So remember, Lamul Jalala, or the majestic lam, it is the mushaddad lam in the name of Allah, and only this lam can be either tafkheem or tarqeeq. No other lam can be thick. They are all tarqeeq. So how do we decide when to read this lam with tafkheem and when to read it as tarqeeq? We look at the sign or harakat or short vowels on the letter before it. Okay. Now then, if I was to start this, I can say Allah. Okay, fatha, or I can say dhamma as well. Let's have a look at some examples quickly. So here are the examples of mufakham lamul jalala. So the letter before it is lam. Remember, we are looking at the mutharik letter. When we say not the letter before it, I should say the mutharik letter, because the letter before this lam mushaddad, we have 2 blank letters. And from Nazirah level 1, we've already learned that blank letters are dropped out. We don't read them. We can't read them. Okay, so you look at the mutharik letter before it, and you look at the sign it carries. If it carries fatha or if it is maftuh, you should know the terminology maftuh. Maftuh means the letter bearing the sign of fatha. Then lamul jalala will be tafkheem, will say qala Allah. Okay, and if the letter is madmoom, madmoom means the letter is bearing the sign of dhamma, then this mushaddad lam will be read as tafkheem, Nurullah. Okay. However, if the letter carries kasra under it, it is known as maksur, then this will be light. And this, I said in your exam, you're not going to say Bismillah. The examiner will know straight away that you don't know the rule of Lamul Jalala. You're going to say Bismillah. Okay, smile when you say Bismillah. All right then, so this is what we did on Tuesday, and on Wednesday we talked about the letter Ra, and we said that for this letter, how do we decide? We look at the letter itself. and see which sign the letter Ra carries. Unlike Lamul Jalala, we look at the letter before it, Mutharik letter. For Ra, it's nice and easy. You look at the letter, which sign it carries, and then you decide. So if it is Maftuh Ra, meaning if it's carrying Fatha, then you're going to make it Tafkheem, and you're not going to say Rabbana, you say Rabbana, heavy sound. Same with Dhamma, if it carries Dhamma, you're going to make it Tafkheem, you're going to say Rubama. And if it carries Kasra under it, or if it's Maksur, then you are going to read it as Tarqeeq, and we're going to apply here I'm going to do Guna Annari. When I say Ri, I am going to smile, but if I don't, if I make my mouth rounder, it will sound quite thick. Annari. Okay, so smile for the light letters. I call them smiley letters. Now then, I'm going to change my screen now. This is a PDF, so wish me luck when I change the screen to PowerPoint, and let's have a quiz. Get ready, teachers, as well. Okay, get set, on your mark, start. My first question is, how many permanently Tafkheem letters are there? A, 7, B, 3, or C, 5? Remember, teachers, you can also join in. If I could, I would do as well. Excellent, excellent. Okay, okay. Still, oh my goodness. Come on, students. You need to take part. Not only 69 out of 108 have taken part. That's not very good, is it? But majority of you got it right. You said it's 7. Super, let's find out. Oh, it doesn't change the color. Never mind. I know the answer. It's 7. Question 2. How many conditionally Tafkheem letters are there? So here, this is what I'm asking. Conditionally Tafkheem. Conditionally means sometimes they are light and sometimes thick. Is it A7, B3, or C5? So you should get something on your device for the next question. I don't think you are getting that at the moment. We might be having some technical issue. I hope my internet is okay. Mrs. Shakil, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can see your screen. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, let's move on to the third question then. Oh, no, we've got the question, second one. Okay, yes, majority of you are going for 3, which is the right answer. However, not many of you are taking part. I hope you're not sleeping. Wake up, please. Okay, so jazakumullah to those of you who are taking part. Question 3, which lam mushaddad is lamul jalala? Is it A, qala Allah, this one, or B, kullul lahu, so this one? Which mushaddad lam is lamul jalala, A or B? Okay, majority of you have decided that it's A. It is absolutely right, because Lamul Jalala is the mushaddad lam in the name of Allah. Question 4. Any lam in any word can be either Tafkheem or Tarqeeq. Is it true or false? Okay, are you getting the answer question? Yeah, you got question now. Sorry, the options now. Okay, most of you said false. Excellent. 61% of you said that it's false. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Question 5. Lamul Jalala is read as the theme when the letter before it carries either Fatha or Dhamma. Is it true or false? Come on, students, teachers, do join in. I'm not getting enough of you to take part in it. Then we'll have to skip the quiz if no one will take part. If majority is not taking part, then this is extra work, isn't it? We won't do it then. Okay. Majority have gone for true, and you are right. It's a shame that my PowerPoint is not changing the color for the right answer. Good job, I know the answer. Okay, that was question 5, wasn't it? Question 6. Lamul Jalala is read as the theme when the letter before it carries kasra. Is it true or false? Is it read as Tafkheem when the letter before it carries kasra? False. Majority of you are going for it. Well done, you're right. Now let's move on to Ra. Letter Ra is one of the conditionally Tafkheem letters. Is it true or false? So you should get something on your device, the new options. Letter Ra. Wow, well done. Most of you said it's true and you've got it right. Super. Question 8. Maftuh Ra is read as Tarqeeq. True or false? Remember what Maftuh means? Ra that carries Fatha. Okay, let's see how you decide. Come on, students, you need to quickly take part. I've only got 60 of you taking part in this. Okay, yeah, you said it's false. You're right. Majority said false, so you're right. Question 9, I think it's the last one. Maksur Ra is read as Tarqeeq. Is it true or false? Remember, Maksur means it carries kasra under it. Okay, majority of you have chosen true, and that's the right answer. Well done for taking part. Now you're going to go in your breakout rooms and you are going to look at your thick sounding Ra, your thick sounding letters, and have a look at your lams as well and decide. Okay,